Good morning. Welcome to Vlogmas week 3 from me and my giant Vlogmas zit. Can't believe it's already the third week of Vlogmas. This is crazy. It's been a busy morning already. Took the baby, dropped him off at his Nana's, went to the grocery store because early morning grocery runs are basically the only way I get groceries done these days because it's super slow because they just opened. So there aren't a lot of people there, and the ones that are generally wearing masks. And then also that I can just get it out of the way before work gets started. I got my tea. I got my cinnamon roll that we got free at Panera Bread because not by anybody's fault that worked at Panera Bread. Justin spilled green tea all over our car trying to get it from the drive-thru window, and for some reason they felt like that was their fault, even though we kept telling them it wasn't. But free cinnamon roll, it's delicious. Gonna get my day started. I bought this at the store, and there's only 6 packets of hot chocolate in here because they come with like the marshmallows in a separate pack. So we're making that right now because I'm a child and I was thrilled by the concept. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna have some hot chocolate. I'm making some for me and for my husband. I'm gonna make that, and then I'm gonna get in the bathtub and read some more of this, possibly a fiction book too, I don't know, but I'm in the middle of a chapter on this, so I want to finish that first. So I'm gonna do that. My battery's flashing, but I'm gonna have to wait until the baby actually falls asleep before I can change the battery. Also, I put on different glasses. Not sure how I feel about them. Yeah, so once he falls asleep, I'm gonna get in the bathtub and it's gonna be great. Gotta convert my bathtub back to usable, not baby toys. Much better. I didn't do any reading in the bathtub, but it was relaxing. See you in the morning. Hello. It is 2:30. I have been so busy today. Tuesdays are usually a little hectic, but like it has been back to back all day. So I have not accomplished much today in the way of anything bookish. So there we are. I did finish last night. Let's not put that on top of my hot tea. I did finish the chapter I was on last night. So I am on page 92 of How to Be an Anti-Racist. And just so many interesting conversations here. Like so many things that you don't think about, different ways of framing things you do think about, and it's fantastic. So loving that so far, or loving is probably the wrong word, but finding it very informative and educational. So there's that. I am also pretty near the end on this. I think the audiobook says I have 2 hours, which is baffling because it's like 60 pages. So I don't know why it's going to take 60 pages, 2 hours for 60 pages. But can I just say that this entire book is so tense. Like from pretty near the beginning, you just feel a sense of tension throughout this whole book. And it is so well written, and it's so interesting, and it brings up so many conversations and topics about the end, climate change and politics, and how a potential exodus from Earth could happen. Here we are with the honky tonk Christmas tree. I'm never not going to think it looks like it belongs in a bar, because anyways, I finished the audiobook of The Last Quintista, and I'm pretty sure that this means storyteller. I haven't looked it up, but when she tells stories in the book, she calls them quintos. And so at one point, somebody says she's going to be great, that she's a great storyteller, and so I think that is what this means. But anyways, this was great. I talked about it a little bit earlier, but basically the premise of this is that Halley's Comet has been knocked off its course and is going to impact on Earth, and they have limited time to get people off the planet. One ship has already left. That ship was sent ahead to terraform a planet that they found that was clear for habitation, so it had all the things that humans would need to survive as far as the atmosphere. So there was a group of people sent ahead to do that, and then 2 ships were supposed to leave later with a bunch of humans in stasis, and they would be woken up 300 years later to help to start civilization over again. So the ship that our main character is on is full of scientists mostly, and there are also these people called monitors, which are just humans that essentially are supposed to take care of the ship and the humans in stasis until they arrive on the new planet called Sagan. And basically something goes wrong. I'm not going to say what or how or what. And when our main character is woken up, she's woken up to a completely different reality than she was expecting. And she is unique in the way that she woke up. And she is basically trying her best to help the people around her to still get some piece of what they expected for when they woke up. So vague, because I don't want to spoil anything. But essentially, this is just, I don't know, it's just really well told. It's super tense. So there's a whole lot of tension throughout the book about what is going to happen to these people, what is going to happen to our main character. I mentioned earlier that our main character has retinitis pigmentosa, which is a form of blindness, progressive blindness, and it is an attribute of her, but it is not, the story isn't about that, which I thought was lovely. I don't know anything about the author, so I don't know if she or anyone that she knows has retinitis pigmentosa. If you are familiar with the YouTuber Molly Burke, that is the form of blindness that she has. So I was actually fairly familiar with what that is and what it means, and I thought from what the knowledge that I have, they did a pretty good job. The author did a pretty good job making clear what she would have seen and how her form of blindness affects her and where it would cause her problems. So I thought that was pretty good, and I liked that at no point is that seen as a bad thing. I mean, there's, at the beginning, there's the whole talk about her will they let her on the ship if they know that she has that form of blindness? Like, will they let her on the ship if she's not in perfect health? So that's really the only time, but that was a really good way of indicating like the prejudice of current day Earth when this is all kicking off. So a lot of things to say that I just thought this was really well done. I thought that it had interesting themes, and I really enjoyed it overall. And I thought that it had a lot to say. So highly recommend this. The audiobook is really good too. I would definitely pick up other things by this author. This is her second book. I think the first one is like a children's book. But I'm going to look it up because I don't know if it's like this kind of children's book. Because I think this is maybe marketed as middle grade, but I'm pretty sure this is more, it felt more YA. So there is that. You will have seen yawning. You'll have seen that we did some staining of the mantle, and hopefully tomorrow we'll put some polyurethane on it so that by the weekend it's all dry and ready and we can put the mantle up and I can hang the stockings and it will look festive as hell in here and I will be so happy. So that's where we stand right now. Yeah, this week is, it feels like it should be Thursday. It's only Tuesday. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to have to go get an allergy shot. But I am getting myself Starbucks because it has been several weeks since I got Starbucks. And I am just feeling it. I'm feeling the need. So, I'm going to do that. Anyways, I probably won't talk to you again tonight. I'm gonna curl up with my book, do a little bit of reading. I'm still reading How to Be an Anti-Racist, and I am still on the same page mid-chapter of this one, mostly because I got distracted. But I'm thinking I might read a little bit more of this tonight versus this because I am a little tired, and so I definitely don't want to not take in the information because I'm sleepy. So, and I feel like this is not that serious. Anyways, I will see you guys in the morning. Cold as hell. All right, so I had to get gas and then an allergy shot, and American healthcare, where they tell you that your allergy vials are through, so they have to order new ones, and you're like, yes, it's before the end of the year, which means I don't have to pay for them twice because I've met my deductible, which is just like absurd. Absolutely absurd. So there's that. Now I'm gonna go through Starbucks and get myself something to eat and a chai. It is cold. I don't like it. And then I'm gonna go home to my warm house and get to work. Have chai or Earl Grey. So I have just a black tea latte. Well, it's not even in a festive cup, so this was kind of a fail. Back again. Changed glasses again. I took a shower right at the end of the day because my hair was desperately in need of being washed. So today was just madness, and I got very little downtime, so I have things that I probably should be doing as far as like cleaning things, but I have no interest in that, so no energy for it, so I'm not going to do that. I am gonna read a chapter in this, see how I feel. If I'm starting to get tired, then I will move on to something else. I am potentially gonna try to read this one this month because there are 62 books, which means that no, 20. I don't know. I can't do the math right now. Basically, according to the Storygraph challenge, which shows all of the Animorphs books and like numbers them, there are a total of 62 books when you factor in all of the what are you doing, buddy? When you factor in all of the books, so technically this is the halfway point. What I was counting is like the halfway point of this series, so like of the numbered ones, because I think there's 52 of those, and then there's like 10 other books that go into the overall series. So if I read this one, then I'll be exactly halfway through the whole lot of them. So thinking I might try to squeeze this one in before the end of the year as well. So if I start to get tired, I will move on from this to Animorphs, because this I want to retain. Don't really care if I retain this. So that's the plan. I'm also going to see if there are any good YouTube videos out there to watch. But I'm not going to open this until I've read a little bit in here. So let's dive in. Quotes from former President Clinton and moments where a white man is trying to say what is and isn't racist is just like mega eye roll. This week is a whole lot of chaos, and I'm just having my robe on because it's cold at my house. I am counting down the days until it's Christmas break, which is like, 4 days, and those 4 days include the weekend, or I guess it's 5 days because I took the Thursday off, but still, I'm ready for a break. Oh my goodness. I haven't made a whole lot of progress in my books this week. I did start a new audiobook. I started Ariadne, and I'm really liking it. So far, it's very, very interesting. I almost wish I was reading the physical book instead of listening to the audiobook, but I've already started the audiobook, and I like the narrator, so it's not anything against the audiobook. It's just that sometimes I find that audio, even on 1.8 times speed, it still feels like the audiobook narrator is reading so much slower than I would read the physical book, and I want to know what happens. And also, I can only listen to my audiobook at certain times, so I don't get to listen to it as much as I would if I were physically reading it. So I don't know, it's just a toss-up. So I'm gonna go get the baby pretty soon. Check it on the plants. Then I think I'm gonna make a HelloFresh meal tonight, so I should probably check and see what needs to be done for that. And then put some polyurethane on the mantle. I was like, what is the word for that thing? Put some polyurethane on the mantle. That light, it's just the light of the Christmas tree. We got a new artificial tree for our bedroom because the one that we have had for years is the one that I had straight out of college. That was, I think my mom used it as one of their trees at some point before that. So it was probably, I don't know, at least 15 years old. It had been previously pre-lit, but the pre-lit aspect of it gave up the ghost? I don't even know what that saying actually is. The pre-lit part of it stopped working about 2 years ago, and so then I had to unstring the lights and then put lights on it every year, and it was just getting to be annoying, and it looked spindly because it had lost a lot of like the stuff. So we bought a new tree. It came today. We already put it up, and it's so bright and festive and gorgeous, and I'm really happy with it. There's not a whole lot of ornaments on it this year just because our bedroom Christmas tree is all like breakable snowflakes and like Swarovski crystal snowflakes, and so I chose the ones that were the least fragile and put those on, but the most of the snowflakes didn't get put on. So it's mostly just me staring at a tree with lights on it, and I'm okay with that. Anyways, I did no reading. I actually watched like 4 videos on making beeswax candles because I think I've decided last minute that I'm going to use some of the bowls and cups and things that I made in my pottery class this summer as vessels for beeswax candles to give to some of my family members, because I was just going to give them bowls and cups and things, but some of them are just like weirdly shaped for any use other than a candle. So yes, that's the plan at this moment. We have a lot of beeswax. Don't ask me why. I had beeswax and Justin had beeswax before we were married, and so now we have lots of beeswax. So gonna use that, and I'm going to put an order in through to Michael's for curbside, and Justin's gonna pick up the wicks and the like melting container and fragrance oil tomorrow. And then at some point this weekend, probably, I'm going to make some candles, probably Sunday, because that's when I usually have the most time to myself. So yeah, probably Sunday, but we'll see. Otherwise, I'm going to sleep now. Good night. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. I'm sorry if you can hear the cat eating. We have to separate Simon and Simon now because Simon is a food bully. I'm listening to Ariadne, and I had to go look up Theseus and Ariadne because there was like a lot of tension stuff happening, and after like the last book that was nothing but tension, I was like, I can't deal. I need to know. I don't think that this situation has a happy ending, but I need to know what I'm in for. So I don't know if you can call it spoilers when the book is, I mean, like when it's in a Greek myth, so it's like hundreds of thousands of years old. I don't know. But I looked it up. Let's see what we have in our tea advent calendar this morning. This is perfect. That will make up for the disappointing Starbucks I had. I guess that was Wednesday. Did yesterday even exist? Hello, hello. It's the end of the day. And we're waiting on Daddy to come home. And then we're gonna have pizza for dinner. Yeah. Someone's playing with his train. Yeah. You gotta turn the W around. Oh my goodness, but it's been a long day, so. Yeah. Devil bugs, yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's been a really long day. I actually did get a little bit of reading in, though I was hoping to do more. But it was just tiny fires all day long, so I'm glad the week is over. Where are you going? Anyways, I'm gonna play with him. I'll talk to you guys once he's asleep. Here again, just me and my tree. We watched a lot of Avatar, and that's basically all we did this evening. So, I'm going to bed. Justin's getting up in the morning with the little one. So hopefully I can sleep in a little bit, because I am very tired after this week. Good morning. It is a rainy, rainy day, but I woke up to an email from the studio staff at Scenic City Clay Arts that my waitlist spot is finally up. For context, I got on the waitlist in August, maybe? July? It was about 5 months ago, and I was like number 78 or something on the wait list. So it's been a good long wait, and I'm thrilled. It's like Merry Christmas to me. That's the best, most exciting thing that I could have gotten. So tomorrow, once Grayson goes downstairs with Justin, I'm going to go down to the studio and get my membership signed up for, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited, because that means a couple of things. There we go. It means a couple of things. One, I can go down to the studio and throw on the wheel / experiment with clay anytime during their open hours. So like, I don't have to be registered for a class to go down there. I can just go down there whenever. And it means I get discounts on classes, which I'm glad I didn't sign up for any classes yet for my dad and I. So I'm gonna see if my focus is going in and out. I'm gonna see if my dad wants to sign up for a class in the new year so that we can go. But I'm very, very excited about it. So I'm gonna go tomorrow and get all signed up and just be super excited about creating things again. So, yay! Alright, I just mopped the floor because it'd been too long. Sticky and it was gross. So, that's done. I'm reading this right now. I'm about 100 pages from the end of it, so over halfway. And there's just a lot of really good information in here, and really helpful ways of understanding different levels of systemic racism, and that is hugely helpful in having conversations with other people. So yes, very much getting a lot out of this book. That's how I feel right now. I probably could have slept another hour, but little baby feet. He's napping now. He was getting very, very, very frustrated. We've entered that period. Like, he's not yet 2, but we've kind of entered that period of like big emotions where little things just send him into a tailspin. So that's fun. It's not raining as much as I had thought it was going to rain today, so Justin and I were talking about possibly, oh, my aunt called me. Okay, sorry, she was apparently trying to drop something off at my house. My phone's, never have my phone's volume on, because I always forget to turn it off when I need to turn it off, so I just have it off all the time, which is probably a problem, but I have no idea what I was talking about, like, even a little bit, so look at this muffin. Mr. Simon, you are such a good cat. Yeah, you are. It feels like August right now. It's 71 degrees on the, 18th of December? 71 degrees. It's the 18th of December. Why? Getting ready to go for a walk, and I have a feeling I'm going to sweat a lot. It got worse. He's still grown me. This one doesn't care. Oh, God. Oh. What you doing? Oh no. What's happening here? Good morning. It's been a busy morning with this little one. I did some reading last night, so I've gotten pretty far in my book, but I still have quite a bit to read, so I feel confident I'm going to finish it before the end of the year, which was the goal. But I read nonfiction slower, and especially this because I'm like trying to take it all in and think about it critically. So it is definitely slowing down the pace of the books that I'm reading at the end of the year, which is fine. But yeah, just an update there. Today I'm going to go down and get my membership to Scenic City Clay Arts so that I can do some wheel throwing. Avocado toast. He's playing with his little garden kitchen thing that he got for his birthday. Tasty. Tasty, yeah. But yeah, that won't be for a few more hours. Are you a good egg? Oh, he's so cute. What? This is delicious. I went and signed up for my membership, so now I can go down there anytime I want. Might go on Thursday, but probably not. I probably won't go for the first time until the new year, but you know. We shall see. Now I have to get my oil change, which I don't want to do, but I need to do that because I keep putting it off. So I'm gonna get my oil changed, and then we go home and maybe make candles. We'll see if I feel like it. I'm back home now. Obviously, I'm in my office. I think I'm gonna try to do the candle making. So this is one of the containers that I'm gonna use, and then probably this one as well, and maybe this little one. So I don't know, we're gonna try some of those because those are the ones, there's another one over here. These are the ones that like I don't love, but I think they might make decent vessels for candles. I'm not going to do this one because if you can see it here, the pottery, like the actual clay is exposed. So this one doesn't feel like it would do well with the wax. So this is probably going to be just a gift for somebody, because little bowls like this are great. I need to make more bowls like this. So that's going to be one of the things that I definitely spend some time doing when I get back in the studio, because there are a couple of things. Dumping it out, this little guy turned out to be one of my favorite things, and the only reason I had this is because I screwed up so many times that this is all the clay that was still on the wheel, and so I was just like, forget it, I'm gonna make a tiny little dish. I love this tiny little dish. So the goal is going to be to make more things like this, more bowls, and then also to make a bunch of forms that I can practice trimming and carving, because I've never done that and I haven't taken a class on trimming and carving, but I've watched a lot of a lot of potters that are on Instagram that do tutorials for it, and my friend Rachel, who is also a member, her membership came up about a month before mine. She has been trimming, and so yeah, hopefully we're gonna get in the studio at the same time, and then we can see what we do, see if maybe she can kind of guide me a little bit. So there is that, and then I also plan on taking a Wheel 2 class probably in February. And now I get the discount. Woo! Anyways, so I am all of that babble to say that I am gonna go get the candle stuff out. What do we think this one is? Better not be black pepper. Oh, it's cookies and cream. Why would I think it'd be black pepper? That's weird. Here we go. Obnoxiously long wicks stuck down into my pottery creations. Now we're gonna melt some beeswax. Anyone want to tell me why I decided to do this in a dress I care about? Because now there's wax all over my dress. I also have it in my hair. Got on my glasses, got in my eyebrows. Yeah, we had a moment there. And that's the water, not the wax, making that sound. This is tedious, and I'm ready to be done with it. Alright, so here's what we got. They're in different stages. This one's the one that's like mostly fully cooled. It did pull away from the wall, which I'll have to look up why that is happening. I'm guessing it's because the vessel was cold, or like not. Yeah, I'm guessing that was cold. I did double pour this one, which you're not supposed to do with beeswax, but since it's an opaque container, whatever. And then like these little bitty ones. These two are lavender, and these have like remnants of lavender in them, but probably won't smell much like lavender because I had to heat the beeswax back up, and so it probably burned off most of the fragrance oil. But yeah, that's what we got. They're not beautiful, but they're not ugly, so the wicks are a little rough on some of these. My dress is now in the washer on hot, hoping that that will just like melt off the wax. But yeah, that was, next time I'll remember to wear clothes I don't care about. And also not do it in the evening, because now I'm exhausted, because that was a lot of work. There's a lot of melting and remelting wax because I greatly underestimated how much wax I would need. Because I think had I just like put a ton in there, I probably wouldn't have had to do as much. I mean, I still would have had to do some remelting because it cools really fast and heats really slow. So yeah, I don't know. It was definitely a learning experience. Tomorrow's Monday. How was tomorrow Monday, honestly? Let me give you an update on where I am with my book. Let's see if I can do this. I have to like hunch down or something. Book is underneath here. So I am on page 51. So I have about 80 pages left, which I'm gonna clean up this mess and then go upstairs and read at least one of these chapters. So in doing that, that should put me about 15 more pages. So fully expect to finish this by the end of the year. Probably not by the end of Vlogmas, but by the end of the year. And then I am about, well, I'm at the 50% mark. I can actually double check on Script. Although Script stopped for some reason showing the, like when you hover over it, you can't actually see the percentage anymore. So like the percent that you've read. As I was saying, I am probably, I don't know, 50 to 55% through Ariadne. It says I have 5 hours left. So I will finish that this week for sure. And that one is really good. I am really liking that. This time last year, I think I did like Greek myth retellings, and I was really impressed with all of the ones that I listened to and read. So I am not surprised that I'm loving this. I also apparently won some giveaway on Instagram, and so we'll be getting a couple of different Greek myth retellings sometime in the new year. It's funny because when I got that thing, I was like, oh no, this is gonna come this year. And then they were like, expect them in 4 to 6 weeks. And I was like, yes, those will come in January. So one of those is, however, a copy of Pandora's Jar by Natalie Haynes, which I already have an arc of. And I think the copy coming is going to be another arc of it. So look out likely on my Instagram if that's a book you're interested in, that I will probably be giving that away. So yeah, that is more to come on that. But it is getting late. I need to clean up this mess, and then I'm going to go upstairs and read. But we're at the end of week 3 of Vlogmas, and I have no idea what this vlog looked like because I think I've only edited part of it, and the later part of the week just felt like utter chaos between work and just life in general. So yeah, not sure this one was the most interesting, but I am still enjoying doing Vlogmas and talking to you guys every day. So I will see you next week for week 4 of Vlogmas. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!